Good evening, friends. Engineering and Journal Geology from Parbin Singh book Vidapala. We read here about the allied science. This is important. Every topic is importantly described in this book. Okay, so we let's start. In addition to the above major branch of geology, there are few others comparatively new branches of science in which geology make a very important and basic component. Their number is on the increase with the advance in the science. A few of them are geochemistry, geophysics, geohydrology, mining geology, engineering geology, rock mechanics, and geomechanics, meteorology, and oceanography. Their scope is briefly given below. So, first, in geochemistry, we here read it is a branch of geological science dealing with the chemical constitution of the earth as a planet and also of its various parts. It studies specifically the distribution and relative abundance of a different element and their various component occurring on and within the earth. It also studies the trend of organization reorganizations in the element of earth during its geological history that has resulted through the operation of a surface and subsurface process. Second, geophysics. It in this branch of a science, important principles, process, and method of physics are applied to solve many geological problems. Thus, the study of the internal constitution of the earth is virtually impossible without application of a knowledge of seismic wave. In fact, there are a number of geological areas where application of principles of physics is not only desirable but also absolutely essential. Example: geomagnetism, geothermometry, geoelectricity, geocosmology, and seismology. Identifications of water and oils bearing strata below the surface of the earth is carried out mostly by using geophysical principle and process. Third, geohydrology. It is an engineering science that has evolved out of interaction between hydrology and geology. It deals specifically with the geological aspect of groundwater and surface water bodies with regard to their occurrence and movement through different type of rocks. Fourth, mining geology. It is a geology as applied to mining and quarrying practice that is for the exploration and exploitation of economic mineral deposit. The location and development of mines are described primarily on the basis of mode of formation, mode of occurrence, and structural deposition of economic mineral and rock deposit. Knowledge of mineralogy and petrology is a pre prerequisites for the study of mining geology. Engineering geology. It is rather a new field of applied science that has developed due to interaction between the civil engineering practice and geological science. This branch deals with the geotechnical studies of the sites and location for major engineering project on the one hand, and with the availability of materials of required quality for construction on the other hand. It has very vital roles to play in the planning, designs, and construction of a safe, stable, and economic engineering project. Since this book deals primarily with engineering application of geology, a detailed discussion on scope of engineering geology is reserved for a later section. Rock mechanics. It deals exclusively with the study of behavior of rock under various type of loads imposed on them. In this respect, rock mechanics is more engineering rather than applied science subject, but rock being geological material and the behavior of rock being practically practically controlled by the natural and constitution of a rock. This branch pre- presupposes full geological knowledge of rock in rock mechanics. Load applied may be natural or artificial, static or dynamic. Similarly, measurement may be made in laboratory on representative sample on in situ conditions at the locations of a proposed construction on in all possible combinations of situation. The branch also includes study of all those factor, geological or otherwise, responsible for observed and expected behavior of rock under different rock force field. Geomechanics. 7. Geomechanics. It is a newly developing engineering science which concern itself with the study of natural force field as acting on the earth on global and regional level. The present structural constitution of the continent and oceans, mountain ranges on the basin, it's offer a lot of scope for analysis of forces responsible for the development and dispositions of these major features. Meteorology, the study of atmospheres, which is an integral part of the earth as a planet in all its aspects, physical, chemical and biological, fall in the exclusive domain of meteorology. Till early 60s of the 20th century, meteorology was thought to be concerned only with what weather. With the dramatic advance made possible in the study of space through stay light, rockets and spaceship, meteorology has become a science of immense significance. Oceanography, this may be rightly described as the youngest of a geological science, dealing exclusively with the physical, structural, genetic and other aspect of the extensive water bodies. The ocean, which covers about 70% of the surface area of the planet. Greatest stress is being laid by all the the big nations on the study of ocean in all respect, because they offer an immense source of heteroto unknowns reserves that can be explored and exploited for the benefit of mankind.